welcome to a very special episode of the Nelly Drayton Show. But this is not your typical show. No, this is gonna be a special episode. We just gonna get right into it, y'all. We're not gonna play no games. We're not gonna do nothing formal because this is very informal. Okay.
The mics are on.
The mics are on.
The mics are on.
The camera is recording.
Everything is hot.
And I'm a little hot.
What you hot about?
I'm a little hot. So we gonna jump right into it. Sorry.
Sir.
Sorry.
Sir.
Sorry.
Sir.
Sorry. There has recently been some drama in regards to Miss KeKe Palmer.
KeKe.
And Usher. Now, I'm going to be honest. You informed me about the situation, which is actually, I'm a little shook about that. 'Cause usually I'm the one who's like informing you about the drama. So I don't know a whole lot besides what you told me. Now, if I'm correct, you said that there is a whole video. There was a concert with this man Usher. I don't know if you know him, Usher Raymond.
U.S.
Okay.
H-E-R-R-A-Y-M-O-N-D.
So apparently,
let me tell you what you want. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. I don't know if the words are correct or not. Ain't gotta rush. I just wanna take it
nice and slow.
Now tell me what you wanna do.
Okay.
So,
but come on now. So apparently there's a situation with Usher and KeKe where KeKe was at a concert or a show of his and he was like singing to her and she was kind of like throwing it back. I don't know if it was on him or just throwing it back in general, but she was dancing, having a good time. And I guess her outfit was a little revealing, but let's be also mindful at Miss KeKe's new body, which she didn't have to pay for. She got that naturally. She didn't pay for that.
What T-Pain say? Got the body of a goddess.
We're gonna have to stop doing this because we're gonna end up doing like a concert. Anywho, her outfit was a little revealing, and the thing that has the internet divided is that her man, her baby daddy, and we saying baby daddy because they are not married, they're in a relationship and they had a baby. So her baby daddy had said something online about her behavior, and then quickly deleted it. But the internet, you know how it moves fast. It be gathering everything, and then it be spreading it across. So everyone has had an opinion on this, and apparently it has the internet divided. So today we're just going to dish on that because me and Nelly had a small conversation, and we realized, you know what? If we're going to put it anywhere in the universe, we're going to put it on camera.
Put it on the mic.
Podcast. Okay?
Stamp approval.
So, Nelly, what is the topic of discussion here? Because I think I know what it is, but since this is the topic that you have brought to me, what is the topic of discussion? Can
I get some for being plugged in? I'm normally not plugged in. You're normally the plugged in one.
Low-key, I was kind of proud when you were telling me that. I was like, look at her being like a little reporter. Usually I'd be like, oh my God, girl, you'll never guess what? And then she did that to me, and I was like, I love this. We're kind of both plugged in. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, so now on some real stuff. Ooh, I did it. I did the seismic tongue click.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Tongue pop.
You're plugged in. Your tongue popping.
What is it?
Twinning.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. It's a special episode. Let me live.
Do your thing,
I'm living my best life. Listen, so the reason why I brought it to you is because, and I'm apologizing to the Spotify Apple listeners because I'm a little excited, but I'm also feeling some type of way because, first of all, KeKe Palmer is a goddess. I grew up on KeKe Palmer. I've been listening to her music since I was in middle school. Keep It Moving. How Will I Know from her albums like when she was younger. And what's that song? It's my turn now. But the point is, I brought it to you because I've had several people ask me what's my opinion.
Right.
And I was like,
don't tell it today.
If you're going to ask what my opinion is.
Now, to give context, it seems like the situation is that a lot of the conversation has been coming from men. having a perspective on the baby daddy having an opinion on KeKe's behavior. That's kind of the context that has been presented to me. That a lot of men are saying things like, that's disrespectful to her baby daddy, that's disrespectful to women, you're supposed to be a role model, da 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 da. So
it's gonna get me every time.
Here's my thing, okay? These men that are having these opinions,
misogynistic. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
my bad.
These men that are having these opinions on the situation, I would classify them as traditional men.
Insecure. Sorry, I'm listening.
I'm trying to be the respectful one here.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
These men I would classify as like traditional. They expect that their women to, take care of the home and they provide for the, whatever.
Pop out all the kids, walking around pregnant.
The very traditional expectation of husband and wife.
Bending over, popping out kids. That's it.
I just say it. Traditional expectations of
husband and wife.
Okay.
Gasp.
We are talking about a young girl who is probably in, I would say, the most public relationship that she's ever been in. Yep. Do you recall any person that she's ever publicly expressed like affection for, that she's ever like had a relationship with? I don't.
No.
Now, I'll be plugged in, but I can't see everything. So there might be something that I'm missing. But I don't recall there ever being a public relationship with KeKe Palmer and any other person. This is her very first public relationship that she's had. And she's on like an up and coming situation. Has she been doing this for a long time? Yes, she has.
Absolutely.
But you don't always get that moment. And she's having a moment. She is the moment, the icon.
Is this the same KeKe Palmer? PARTLMNI.
It is.
Prestidigitation. Oh.
It is.
So she's been doing it since.
And that's another thing, too. We ain't talking about Miss Akila. We're talking about KeKe Palmer, the adult woman who just had a child. So the thing that I think your whole opinion on the whole thing was like, she's as much as single as any other person because they're not in a relationship. I mean, they are in a relationship, but they're not married. That's her boyfriend. My opinion was, well, that situation is a little different because when you have a baby, I think that it changes a little bit. It does.
It don't.
I think it does because now you have like this connection with this person that's going to like span longer than just like, oh, we're together and then we broke up. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a connection that's going to last longer. So yes, I do agree that the relationship is different. Do I agree that since she has a baby with a person that she suddenly is bound to these expectations of a wife, which she isn't? No, I don't. I think that if she wants to go out and have fun and enjoy a situation with another entertainer, she's more than welcome to do that. I don't know KeKe Palmer. I mean, I know KeKe because, that's your girl. That's my girl, KeKe Palmer. But I don't know her personally. Like, I don't really know her. But I would say that she was probably aware of the situation around her where people probably had cameras out and she was, in a situation where there was music and there's dancing involved and she was having a good time.
She's at a concert. She was at a good time. She was at a concert. What do you do at a concert?
You're going to dance. You're going to have a good time. You're going to pop that.
That what?
All over. Okay? That's how I see it. She was having a good time. She was enjoying herself. Now, is there a level of respect that is expected? Yes. But we are talking about entertainers. She's an entertainer. She knows that people are watching her. So what is she going to do? She's going to put on a show. She's going to have a good time. Mm-hmm. I don't know the full context. I haven't seen the video. I have just seen a little bit of conversation about it. Mm-hmm. Now, is it right for this young man who we'll give you a little bit of background? He's not in the entertainment industry.
Who is he?
He's the brother of an actor.
Who?
Oh, I don't know who the actor.
Sound like an owl over here.
He is the brother of an actor, so he is affiliated with the industry just by association. Mm. And you linked up with somebody who was having like a major come up. Even at that time, I mean, she was doing like hosting gigs. She was doing shows where she was hosting shows. She was doing daytime television. She just recently released a whole album, visual album. She has her own production company on YouTube that is free. She doesn't charge people to watch her production company. She's employing other Black artists and creatives to be a part of her production company. Like, she's doing, in my opinion, like major moves right now. She is.
Money moves.
And to me, as someone who's not necessarily in the industry, obviously, but I'm doing things in lieu of the industry, you know, aware of the fact that this is going to be put online. People are going to view it. People are going to have an opinion about it. To me, it's given very like pick me energy. It's given pick me. Now, I do understand that, like I said, I don't know the context. Maybe he didn't know she was going to the concert. Maybe they hadn't been talking. Maybe they've been fighting. She just, you know, she's KeKe Palmer. If she wanted to get on a flight and go to Vegas and see Usher, she can do that. She has the resources to do that. So maybe he wasn't aware. But irregardless, you know that since you are associated with KeKe Palmer, they're going to be watching everything that you do too. And you're going to put that on the social media? Like, where's the responsibility for the man in the situation? So, because if a woman did this, then we're just being petty. But a man's doing this, it's a cry out for help. In the double standard where all the responsibility is landing on KeKe for being disrespectful to her man. Okay, but answer me this. Even if she was being disrespectful, why is she not at home with her man? What's he doing? I mean, if he was such a catch and he was such a this and he was such a that, well, then she would be at home with her man. Maybe he ain't got it.
Here's what he posted on Twitter. He said, "We live in a generation," and shout out to Kev on stage for reminding us that there's a difference between little children. I'm sorry, boys. Whew, so sorry about that.
Kev on stage,
boys and men. We live in a generation where a man of the family, that's right, because you couldn't put husband, where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case.
Okay. Response to that.
And he said, "It's the outfit though. You a mom." That
See,
part.
That right there. That is some.
What is a mom? Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh.
What is a mom?
A woman, a human, an individual.
Because before she was a mom, she was a what?
A woman,
a human. Oh,
an individual.
Oh.
So I guess now when you become a mom, everything about
stops.
Yeah,
you cannot live.
There's a standard you have to live by now. But a father can still go out here and sleep with women. A father can still go out here and sling his dick on the internet. Oops, sorry, I'm supposed to be PG. Sling his little thing and have it, broadcast it over the internet because he didn't send it to some hooker. He can do all that stuff, and his reputation as a father doesn't get tarnished. But a mama goes out here and has a situation where her booty cheeks out just a little bit, and she might be shaking that thing, and now all of a sudden she's a harlot.
The reason why this touched me, because I'm just now, no one cares about this, but I'm giving my why, because we all have our own whys. Yeah. I'm just now, like the last 2, maybe 3 years, I'm just now entering in a phase where I'm dressing up a little bit more or putting on dresses more.
And who are you doing that for?
Me.
Thank you. That's the thing.
Because I want my daughter to understand, like, I want her to see, like, yeah, you might see mommy wear hoodies and hats from time to time. That's the creative, the filmmaker in me. If I'm too busy creating,
the energy's going somewhere else, not into
the outfit. Right. Yeah. I don't have the strength socially, intellectually, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally. I can't. Yeah. So I'm just going to dress like this. But when I feel like wearing a dress, I want my daughter to see, like, representation for yourself matters. Wearing dresses, like making sure that your underwear is not it's not visible through your clothes. Kind of wear underwear that's not like your panty line is showing through your dresses and things like that. Like I'm trying to teach her that, so I'm dressing up a little bit more to show her better than I can tell her. Right. So But that's just been like the last couple of years. I wasn't always dressing up, and if I was, it was for church. And even then, I didn't even like doing it.
Right.
I was doing it because that's how my mama raised me.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like it.
But what's important also is, like, even if you were to dress up like skimpy or whatever the case may be, that doesn't erase the fact that years of respect that you have shown, that you have for yourself. It doesn't erase that. It doesn't.
It don't.
And it's a ridiculous standard that for KeKe Palmer to have been an outstanding role model for not only just black women, young black women in Hollywood, because you see some of these girls in Hollywood, especially who come up at a young age, doing some really wacky, silly stuff. And Miss KeKe Palmer ain't never been that girl.
Never.
And then all of a sudden, she has a moment where she is showing that she is an adult.
First and foremost.
How many of these adults are out here doing all that, and they don't have that on camera where it's being broadcasted to the whole world? But those people can still live in peace and harmony. But Miss KeKe Palmer can't be that person because now she's in the industry.
All
she's
this,
got this standard that she has to live by. It's ridiculous.
Very.
It's ridiculous. Because men can, I mean, you have this Tiger Woods, for example. What kind of mess has that man gotten into? Lord. And look at him, still being regarded as the most prolific golfer in the world. He is still going to be known as the most respected golfer in the world, no matter what he's done. He has almost killed a person from his DUI. He has cheated on pretty much all of his wives. Wives. He's had multiple. Yeah, have a drink. But he's still the best golfer in the world. Miss KeKe, let's say that she was like on Angela Bassett's level, which she's on her way.
She's getting there.
She's on her way.
She's on her tail, for real.
Let's say she's on Angela Bassett's level. She does something like what Mr. Tiger has done.
I was a rap.
20, 30 years of her career gone.
Gone.
She can't might as well have been just a harlot in disguise this whole time.
She wouldn't be able to breathe. People be like, "Oh, we saw that you was breathing in. You was trying to."
See, I knew all along. I can't. It just stand it. I can't stand it.
So you kind of know a little bit about the situation, but a certain young man made me feel some type of way. I think I told you this off camera, so I'm gonna repeat it. But one of my favorite purple dresses. The fact that I can still fit it is what makes me love this dress even more. But anyways, I have this really pretty purple dress, and it has the girls out. The girls be out in this dress. I don't wear it often, but when I do,
I mean, you didn't wear it to work
because the girls be out. And I don't want nobody looking at me. Like I don't want your number.
It's a dress for an occasion.
Special.
An occasion.
Occasions. So I have a dress, and a certain young man did not like that I was wearing this dress. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Get into it.
Here's the thing.
Get into it, baby.
This man pops pills. This man was creating sex tapes behind my back and had the nerve, unmitigated gall and audacity to have a problem with me and my modest self.
I almost choked on my drink.
Oops.
I was not ready for that.
Because that's what we're doing. Since we're going to really come at women this way, then let's be realistic and let's bring up real life examples. Not your thoughts and your opinions, but real life examples about how what people are saying about KeKe Palmer right now. People, I'm sorry, let me be specific. Men. How they're speaking on whatever and whoever she is, which speak on it. Do you? Fine, whatever. Because that's what we're here for. We're going to speak on it too.
Speak on it.
But it bothered me just for 5% of my life was affected by it because people were asking me what's my opinion.
Yeah.
And I didn't go into details and tell them my life story, but here it is. I had someone who was out here being scandalous. A whole dog, rough. But had the nerve, unmitigated gall and audacity to get upset that I was wearing this said beautiful purple dress that I so love. Don't wear very often. Dress like this 80% of the time. And I even got a compliment. We went out to get food and got a compliment from people. They're like, you look really beautiful. And I'm like, and I told these people, like at a table full of people, I told them, I don't dress up very often, but thank you. And then sat down.
Yeah.
And after we left, that man was so pressed about my girls being out and me being in this beautiful dress, locks retwisted, makeup on point, nails done. He was so pressed that he asked me before we went back outside, came home, then tried to go back outside, told me to change. while creating sex tapes. I'm pretty sure he got an OnlyFans. If not him, then the girl whoever the girl was that sent me the screenshots. But my point is, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Because I'm such a modest, sweet.
I love this.
I'm such a sweet person. And in retrospect, in all of the worlds, universes or multiverses that I could be existing in, I'm pretty sure at the core, I'm sweet. I'm genuinely a nice person. I don't do too much. I don't want the attention. I don't need it. Mm-hmm. So when a man comes into my life and I'm already like, I know my girls might get attention, so I'm not big on wearing clothes, that's going to show them often. And when I'm constantly like just mindful and modest, and then the one time that I dress up, it's literally hell and high water. Like literally this guy was like, can you please just take that off? Yeah. I was like, what? He's like, please, because you don't what? Are you serious?
Mm-mm. It's the
double standard.
It's a double standard, but it's also like the ownership for me that just really
we ain't even like it. And you said it, single, not married to that man, and had the nerve to be shaking in his drawers, shaking in his shirt about my dress.
Yeah,
but you out here making sex tapes. Oh. So for the people that text my phone, I'm sorry, let me be specific. The men who text my phone and said, what's your take? What's your thought? What's your opinion? Yeah. Here it is, boo. It's trash. Everything that you feel the need to spill or put out there, your insecurities are showing. Now, you literally just...
Let's dig into some context. If the situation was different, like if KeKe was caught kissing a man, or if KeKe was caught holding someone's hand, they were going to like a club, or if KeKe was like stumbling out the club with a man on her arm or whatever, we have a different conversation. Mm-hmm. That's because I hold the men to that same standard that I hold women to, period.
Whoa.
But that's not what happened. She was enjoying herself in the company of other people.
Yeah.
Wearing an outfit that was sexy.
And she looks so pretty.
Because it's KeKe Palmer. She has acknowledged that, and I don't know this man. Sorry to this man. It's for you,
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's for you, babe. I don't know this man. But, like, did you fall in love with KeKe because she was wearing a turtleneck?
Oh.
No, you fell in love with KeKe because KeKe was showing off the body that she loves. And she's even gone on interviews and has praised this man for giving her a baby that has transformed her body into what it is now. And it's like, you have the real nerve.
Didn't that same man post? I saw someone, they retweeted it on the tweets of Twitter. And they said that he was the one that posted on his page of her when she was pregnant. Was she like holding her boobs or something? He's posted several. At the end of that, I want to say, and I could be completely wrong, which is okay. Prove me wrong. That's fine. I don't care. I think, though, that he either posted something of her, like, with her pregnant body, and she's holding her boobs. He's either taking pictures of her like that, or he took pictures of her. Oh, she was twerking a little bit. And he was like, because of my son, like, you got a body. Or something like that. But it was...
And she do.
And she was like twerking and she was like laughing and he was recording and he posted it on his story. So, but the Twitter...
The plot thickens when the roles have reversed and it's not stroking your ego. Because at that moment, that was him saying, look at the work that I've done. But now he's seeing his work out there doing work without him. See, it's all...
What you doing, it sounds like you're... eating them up. I mean,
I am, because as a gay man, sometimes I find myself like uncomfortable. I know.
What did you say? What did you say on the phone? When you were like, you was like, I feel so. You feel bad for us, like these.
Oh, I said these men gotta be stopped. These straight men have gotta be stopped. They gotta be eradicated. I can't say that on the internet though, girl. They gonna come for me. They gonna cancel me. But
no, they're not.
But as a gay man, sometimes I feel like uncomfortable in these conversations because it's like, what do I know about a heteronormative, like a heterosexual relationship? I don't know anything about it. I've never been in one. Not like really. I mean, I was dating girls back in like middle school, whatever. But, you know, I don't know. But what I do know is that there is a double standard that exists, and it's not okay. It's not okay. If you and your significant other have this understanding, have this agreement, and that's another conversation that we're having. But what we're having is a conversation about a person who entertaining people, and then a young man who obviously doesn't understand that because he's not a part of that world, being upset about that. And not only is he upset about it, and he didn't have that conversation with his person in like private, he made it public.
That's what makes it,
knowing that is going to affect her.
That's what makes it like such a big uproar.
Yeah, it's like,
because it's like you're trying to make me look.
If you're really that man that you say that you are, if you're really that traditional man, they don't do that. They don't go out in the middle of the street and say, my girl's wearing the booty shorts.
No, they don't.
They're gonna wait till she comes home. Like, get your ass in the bedroom.
Ooh. Send him.
Get your ass in there.
Send him. Send him,
but
Lord.
That's the thing, though. Is these men want traditional standards without upholding their end of the bargain. That's what they want. They want a wife to be a wife before she's a wife. Make her a wife. Wife her up.
Ooh, I'm putting on these glasses because you reading them now.
Wife her up. If you want her to be a wife, make her a wife. If you want her to uphold these standards of being a wife, she should be a wife. She is a girlfriend. Just like you a boyfriend. You can get dumped.
Immediately.
I won't be surprised if he does.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Everybody got time. Although the internet is divided, it seems like everybody is on KeKe's side.
We have to be. Because she's KeKe Palmer. Woke up in the morning and I see the sunshine. Only got the summertime on my mind. That's like, she's an icon. She was my idol.
If we were okay, let's really like break it down.
Okay.
If we were having this conversation about someone like Kim Kardashian, where this is like her brand of like controversy, this whole conversation would be a little different because it's about intention.
I wouldn't have no opinion.
Do we know that Miss Kimberly likes stuff like that? Do we know that that's how she built her brand? Yes, we do. Has she tried to change that? Absolutely. We can have a conversation about it another day. But we are talking about somebody who has made it an effort to show that black women can be successful by just being talented, that women can be successful by just being themselves, that entertaining people does not require you to show your ass or your tits or to shake anything. You can truly just be a talented individual. She has shown all those things
for decades.
So where is all the grace that comes from, you know, these people who forgive folks like the Kardashians for the things that they've done because they get online and they apologize? Where's the grace? Because what, she's a black woman.
It's because she's black. Oops, sorry, too far.
No, but I think it is though, because it's like we've talked about how black women are the neck of black families. You know, they really. I mean, you think about it, the neck. What does the neck control? The head. And what does the head do? It thinks. It makes decisions. It makes remarks. It makes things happen. But it also is a connector to the spine. Which means you can't have nothing without that. So
you read them today. I need my glasses.
I told you I was feeling some kind of way. We really should have recorded that on the phone because I was eating them up, really eating them up. But you know, black women have been the neck of families and households for years. So at what point do we? And we also had this conversation too about how gentlemen have been thinking that we're gonna keep it black. Sorry.
I mean, why apologize? I was born like this. I know,
but I just want to make sure that our audience is like feels welcomed. But we're talking about a black woman, and let's just get into it. We were also talking on the phone about how black men think that black women, especially, have become masculine. And I just want to get into it because I've had some thoughts on that because I've been seeing things on like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook on these podcasts.
I've had men that try to make me feel like I'm not good because they labeled me as an alpha female, and not once have I ever labeled myself that. Let me put that out there. Men have came out of their way
to label a woman,
to label me as an alpha female. I guess in order for my big personality to make sense, you got to put Instead of just
here's what's crazy.
saying I gotta be.
Here's what's crazy, because like I said, I be keeping up with these little podcasts. I don't want to say little podcasts. That's not. That's just.
It's like, 'cause there's some good podcasts.
There are some good podcasts, and here's the thing, just respect. We're just gonna put respect out on the table. Podcasts are good, regardless if you agree or disagree with what the people are saying, because it starts a conversation.
Absolutely.
And we can't do anything until the conversation has started. So shout out to people who are having these conversations. Even if I don't agree with them, it allows us to have a perspective, and now we get to create a conversation outside of the one that they've created. So it gets to allow perspectives, even if we don't agree. So shout out to the people who've made these. But I've seen these podcasts where a lot of African American men have been making comments about how they feel like a lot of the women have become very masculine. And I agree. They have become masculine. I agree that they become masculine because I feel like the same men who want very traditional women, these women want very traditional men, but they do not exist. There are not traditional men. There are not men out here busting their providing for their families. There's men out here sleeping with these women, getting them pregnant, because they didn't want to wear a condom because it's uncomfortable, and then they decided, I don't want to be a daddy just now. And then what resources does the woman have? Oh, well, just take it for child support. Great. Guess what you just became? A statistic. Love that for you.
Hey.
You now get to become a single black woman who is now taking her man for child support. You're going to fight this man for 18 years because he doesn't want to take responsibility for having a child, because you, as a woman, were being irresponsible because you weren't on birth control. You didn't have an IED or whatever it's called.
I was a virgin.
I'm just saying, this is the standard that's ridiculous. Men have no responsibility. None.
Like the father of my kid, he was my first. I didn't know. He knew, okay.
I'm just saying. These women want traditional men and men want traditional women. Who's going to meet in the middle? If you want the women to be traditional, be a traditional man, because they want a traditional man just like you want a traditional woman. So be what you want out of a woman.
Ooh,
be that.
I will shout out to the gentleman that's been sending me paragraphs in the morning. That's traditional.
That's
traditional.
He's making moves.
He's making some heavy. He went to the top. I was like, dang, forget who, what.
And look, even as a gay man, like what I seek. I like traditional things too. I want a monogamous relationship.
Absolutely.
I want someone who can be honest with me, even if that's what I want too.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, I am putting the energy out that I want to receive. Yeah. That's only fair. Mm-hmm. Do I always get that energy back? No, I do not. But that's why I'm not running around chasing after some.
It's the for me.
I know she's loving it today. I'm not doing that. I am. What do you call it? Eat the meat, throw away the bones.
Eat the meat, throw away the bones.
Why eat that meat? And the bone is trashed. It's disposed of. Okay.
Recycle.
Period.
Wait,
that's the way it works. Bones? But the moral of the point that we're making is this conversation, and I don't know, has KeKe responded? Has she said anything?
She didn't, and I hope she don't. Girl, keep it moving.
I hope she does.
Like her song, keep it moving. Well,
I hope she doesn't say anything.
We speaking up for her on behalf of the KeKe Palmer organization, foundation, representation, no condensation, no hateration in this dancery.
Yeah,
sorry, it's the hashtag crossing the cup. Yeah, we represent KeKe Palmer, and we have decided
we represent women, black women in this situation. We represent black women because this situation. If we think that we're having this conversation because of KeKe, you are late to the party, babe.
It's not just because of her.
We are having this conversation because KeKe is famous, and it has created a conversation that has spanned across the entire internet. We've been having this conversation.
It's just been labeled differently.
Have been having this conversation. Mm-hmm. Black men have been having this conversation for years.
Decades.
Okay?
Centuries.
It's been a conversation for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So this isn't even just about KeKe Palmer. This is about young black women who are independent and get shamed for it. Mm-hmm. And it's not right. Because they don't have to be independent. They could have a man. They could have a relationship. They could have a marriage. But it's not just, 60-40. Mm-hmm. It's not even 50-50.
No.
You got to be 100% in it, and that other person got to be 100% in it.
Absolutely.
If 1% less, it's not balanced, and it's where you have these issues right here. Yeah. And that's what I think it is. I think KeKe, obviously, she has to work. Mm-hmm. She has to work. She has to go out there. She has to do her thing. She has to be in front of the camera. She has to make press. She has to do these things. This man, what does he expect her to do? Sit at the house and just play mommy all day?
That's what they want.
She wasn't playing mommy when you met her.
That's what they want. They want us to be pregnant, barefoot.
Met the KeKe Palmer.
Pregnant, barefoot in the kitchen.
You didn't meet Miss Thang down the street who was cute and got a big booty.
I've had men who ask me how many kids I want because they want to see me pregnant in the kitchen, barefoot.
And that's okay if that's what you want.
It's not what I want, though.
Then you don't have to do that. You don't have to be that. And that doesn't have to be an expectation that you have to meet. If they want that, guess what? How many women are in this world? Go find one.
I mean, for real.
Because it's not you. And that doesn't. You don't have to be shamed because that's not what you want to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a free world where you can be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a woman who does not want children, great. Celebrate the woman who does. Mm-hmm. And she should celebrate you because it does not matter. Mm-hmm. Be whatever you want. If you want to have 10,000 children, girl, I'm clapping for you. I don't know how you do it, but I'm going to clap for you.
Right. Every time you pop on, I'm going to be like, oh, glory. You made it.
You really, I don't know I don't know what is in your cup. But you keep on sipping on that.
That's right.
I want to keep that far away from me. I want none of that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to support you because that's what you want. Because we don't live in a world now where women don't have freedom anymore. You guys do. You can vote. I mean, you fought for these rights and you deserve to have it.
Thank you.
You know, maybe it's because I'm gay. I don't know. But I just don't see this like gender thing the way that I guess straight men see it. I don't see it that way.
That's the representation. Every time I think of a man, I think of Ooga Booga at this point because that's how they be sounding.
I kind of do
like you
too.
Text them. Don't text my phone on no. Don't stop, please. Don't. Stop.
I think the world would be a more peaceful place if we just. What?
If some people went to sleep. Oh
my God.
I'm cutting up.
I can't.
It's
I was
Friday,
kind of right here. My energy has definitely diminished.
I was gonna say because you was definitely he was you are I'm
still here. I'm still fed up with these men because I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's definitely like it's one of those things where it's just like I don't even know how. It's one of those things where it's going to tickle a lot of nerves for people like us who are very open-minded. Because someone approaching me about it, and it's crazy because 3 people approached me about it, and out of the 3, 2 of them responded the same.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all are born in different times. Y'all are different ages. One of them don't have a kid. The other one, I think he does. And it's like they responded word for word. Wow. Yeah. They both, wow. What that representation of the black man. I was like, that's not even.
Now this might be.
I was putting my hands up. Every time I read the message, I was like, I feel like I'm about to get shot.
Maybe it's because they would feel less of a man if they didn't agree with the man. Maybe they would feel less of a man if they agreed with a woman. You ever think about that?
Say it again.
So maybe they would feel less of a man if they didn't agree with the man.
If they didn't agree?
If they didn't agree. Like if they said that KeKe was all good, maybe that would make them feel like less of a man because he's a straight man.
But you know what though? Yeah. And on Twitter, there are men who are like, obviously coming for bro, like, bro, how you gonna have KeKe Palmer and act like that? Yeah. And then the comments are like, you just trying to, peace to women and blah blah blah. And it's like, huh? Didn't you come out of? Hold on, what did Tupac say?
That just gave me a little brainchild here. Just gave me a little something.
Preach.
So, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
This is crazy.
So you met this woman. Let me just break this down, make sure it makes sense to my mind, because you just gave me something. I'm like, whoa, hold on, let me just try to figure
this out. Bring it back.
So you met this woman, right? And you fell in love with her so much to where you impregnated her and gave her a child, helped with that process, right? Mm-hmm. So at some point, up to this point, she checked all your boxes.
Clearly.
She was wife material because you made her pregnant. So she wanted to be a wife, unless you just like to see pregnant women. I don't know. That's the whole thing. I don't know. But, you know, she was obviously something to you because you got her pregnant. You're with her. You know, you guys have been in a relationship. So she was checking boxes up to this point. So she goes out here, wears a little bit of a skimpy outfit, shakes her little ass at an Usher concert, which as a
I don't
woman,
even think she shaked her butt. Continue. I'm listening. Sorry.
What else would you do at an Usher concert? I'm going to shake my ass, too. I don't got no ass, but I'm going to shake it, too. Usher can probably be like, ugh, I don't give a damn. I'm shaking my ass to Usher. Hey,
you know what's... Come on, AA. I saw someone on Twitter was like, they was like, not gonna lie, if Tiana Taylor was to dance on my man, I would be mad too. Cause why you ain't pick me? Why you pick him? That would be me. I promise you. That would be me.
That was literally. I think me and you both said it like at the same time. I would be more like, damn, like Usher's in some with KeKe, like, and that's mine. He gonna be mad when she come home because I'm gonna tear that up. Oh, like that's my whole thing. Like if I go out with somebody and this person get a whole lot of attention, I'm not about to be jealous. I'm gonna be like, they just don't even know.
Like, oh, the picture with Russ Wilson. Russ was standing on the side and Sierra's posing for, you know, paparazzi. And he was looking, the way he was looking, he looked good. He looked good looking at her the way he was looking.
That's because he knows, like, she can do whatever. She coming home to me.
He was looking good. She go home to this. And I don't even think he's cute.
Like, you know.
It's the oomph for me. I don't even think Russ will. I don't, and of course, who cares? But I don't find him attractive like that. So for me to say that he looked good looking at her, that's
because you want to know why I look good?
Because of that confidence.
Because you want a man to look at you that way too.
Wow.
Because you want someone to look at you that way too. Because if you out here doing your thing, let's do role play. Let's do some role play, babe. Uh-oh. So let's say, I know. Let me pull up my old video.
For those, okay, it's not, this video has not made it to the channel yet. It's a special episode. Me and Drew react to one of his very first YouTube videos, and I was fanning because
she thought it was cute, and I was, and still am,
and still is,
and still am.
But it was the low eyes. In the video, he was giving a lot of low eye. He was giving the light skin. He was
giving tired.
Light skin.
Girl.
It was a light skin face. He was like
tired.
He was like, yeah, and he was doing it. I don't have a type.
No,
I don't.
I'm gonna fight you. Shut up. Shut the hell up.
I don't, because if I did, Nelly, then I wouldn't have thought that you were, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I must confess that my loneliness.
Can't take you
You did look fine, okay? You did. I don't know what was wrong with me that day. I don't know. That was young you.
I was a little scared, like, hold on, girl, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Hashtag Casa in the cup. Casa in the cup. No, there's no Casa in the cup
before I even got here. My Casa's in the cup at the house. Yeah.
Hashtag Casa in the cup in the house.
God, child, the Casa in the cup is runneth over. But irregardless, you know, I think the point that both of us want to make in the situation is, you know, there is a double standard that exists, and we have got to have a conversation about it. You know, this isn't shaming traditional marriages. This isn't shaming traditionalism. It's not shaming that. It's shaming this idea that men still have this authority to tell women what they should, shouldn't, can, and cannot do. Even more so for women that are not married. Okay? And in this day and age, a woman has, with some stipulations, the same opportunity to make whatever kind of life they want to make, just like a man can. So if you are a woman doing whatever, and if that's what you want to do, I'm going to give you the same standard I give a man. So hear that now. If you're going to go out here and be disrespectful to people, and whatever the case may be, you're going to be held to the same standard as a man. We can look at context all day, and that can, move the weight wherever it moves it. That's fine. But that's just how I don't know. That's just how I guess I've always seen my life. Like, I've just always seen everyone as equals, to an extent. Obviously, there are some substantial differences between people and other, factors. But in my eyes, in the world that I live in, if me and Nelly were to do the same thing, and there was a third party involved, and they were to give her some shit and not me, I'm gonna get in them. I'm gonna get after them, because that's I can't do that. I can't. If we both, just out here just playing them.
Nah, for real.
If we both out here just playing them,
for real, and
I get like dapped up, and they call her a whore, we gonna have problems, because that's some BS. That is some BS, and that stuff happens, and that's in my eyes. That's what I see, like, here with, like, the KeKe Palmer thing. Because if he was out here doing this, well, that's just what men do. Why is he at home with KeKe Palmer? She must not be a good woman. She must not be cooking for him. She must not be taking care of the baby. She must not be giving him no.
Let's go through his phone. I mean, that's gonna be my thing. I put this on Facebook, and I genuinely don't care how anyone feels about it. Because that phone right there, that tell you everything you need to know. Let me see that phone. Let me see that phone. Because all that preaching and about the tradition of this and that, and let me see that phone. Because again, like my story, I'm gonna stand boldly on this story.
Stand beside him.
I was really feeling myself that day. The whole time this man out here, let me see that phone. I mean, I kind of knew. The sad part is I kind of knew. I just didn't care, because I was slowly, us women, we start to emotionally detach from someone first before physically detaching. He didn't know that, but I was
about to get into something, but I don't think we have the time.
We don't know. It's okay, and we're gonna close with this. Someone, Ms. _Kelly baby on Twitter said, so the dress KeKe Palmer had on is an issue because she's a mother, but #Darius Dalton posted the Clappus in motion post baby in April for the world to see. Let's be real. The issue ain't the dress. It was Usher being that close to her. LOL. And he needs to just say that. And on that note, the tea has been spilt. Drink it how you want to drink it.
You're just going to say that, and I got to keep my mouth shut after that.
Bye.